Hi, this is Pat Bolger, the Pat Bolger Realty Group. Today I'm joined at our table with my trusty sidekick, Bonnie, and we have some viewer mail. We have some writers that have written in and asked some questions, which we're delighted about and happy to answer.
This one is from Margaret, and she asks, what kind of pier is the best kind of pier to have? And depending on the lake, is there one better for one lake than another?
Well, it depends on your frontage. You know, I mean, if it's a lot of real soft, mucky frontage, a lot of times a flotation pier would be probably the best thing. You know, they put like little buoys on and the pier goes over it, and they have stakes that kind of keep it straight and lined up. And that's a nice pier for a soft-bottomed lake. My favorite, of course, is always what we call, I don't know what but we call it the Lake Geneva Pier. Yeah. And that's when it's got the big 4x6 post, and they anchor them into what they call little cribs, and sometimes the pier's got a little post and stuff, and the boat will bump into it, and everybody goes piling off. The Lake Geneva piers are they're not going anywhere. They're great piers. They're my favorite. That you don't walk and slide, and probably the downside of them is that they're expensive,
mm-hmm.
So.
And how much would you say?
Well, it depends. I mean, how big you get. And typically they have a big deck on the end, or maybe they have bolt slips in them. And I've seen them be 60, 70, 80 grand. But I'm sure whatever your budget is, you can get something that would work well.
And her follow-up question is, how do I get that serviced every year? What services are available on the lakes?
Well. There's barges now, these guys, and this is the best thing that's ever happened to lake living, because 20 years ago, if you lived on the lake, every spring you had to put the pier in, and there was nobody there to help you, and the water was cold and stuff, and it was a family thing, and you came out and you put the pier in. And then in the fall, you had to take it out, and again, nobody was there to help you, and you had to take the pier out, and the water is always cold, and 8 million things you'd rather do. Then these barges came along. I think it was one guy at first that set it up, and he'd just go down with a crew of guys and plop your pier out in your lifts and stick them on the side, and that's living. So you don't have to do that anymore. That's probably the best service that's ever happened. No, I know there are still some families that like to do it as a family activity, but again, that's one of those thankless jobs, I think. It's like helping somebody move.
Yeah.
So thanks a lot for the questions, and keep them coming in. This was great. It makes our job a lot easier to be able to answer the questions and stuff. And in a lot of the comments too, we had a lot of great comments on Rosati's and the cigar shop, and so I'm glad you're enjoying some of that. But please keep the comments coming in. This is Pat Bolger and Bonnie Hinkey with the Pat Bolger Real Estate Group. Thanks for watching.